Welcome to this tutorial on how to create human cat eyes in Corel PaintShop Pro. First, open your image in PaintShop Pro and make sure that the Edit workspace is selected. Next, zoom into the eye area. This technique will work best with a large, high-quality image, so as to get the details of the eye. In this example, I will be using a close-up image of my own eye to demonstrate the procedure. Select the Mesh Warp from the tools and then set the horizontal and vertical lines in the Tool Options palette at the top of the screen. The number of lines will depend on the size of your image, but you will want to make sure that you have enough that there is at least a 3x3 grid covering the iris area. Next, click and drag the nodes to shape the pupil so that it looks like a narrow cat's eye pupil. To exit the Mesh Warp view and see the result, click on the Pick tool. Since a cat's eye has an extremely dark pupil, I'll make this one darker using the Burn brush. Next, let's add some dynamic color to the eye. From the Layers menu, select New Raster Layer and then click OK. Select the Paintbrush tool and set the hardness to 0. This will create a nice smooth edge, similar to an airbrush. Paint over the eye with yellow and avoid the pupil area. To blend the color into the image, set the Blend mode in the Layers palette to Hue Legacy. Next, duplicate this layer by going to the Layers menu and selecting Duplicate. Switch the blend mode to soft light and paint some green areas around the pupil. It's a little vibrant, so I'll reduce the opacity to 65%. Next, from the Layers menu, create another new raster layer and set the opacity to 75% and the blend mode to Burn. Select the Paintbrush tool and choose a dark brown color from the Materials palette. I'll set the opacity of the paintbrush to 25% in the Tool Options palette. Now, painting around the edges of the iris will create a vibrant three-dimensional look to the eye. Next, from the Layers menu, select Merge and then Merge All Flatten. This will combine all the layers into one. Choose the Selection tool from the tools and set the selection type to Circle. Select the iris and then from the Enhance Photo drop-down, select High Pass Sharpen. You can adjust the sharpness to achieve the best results for your image. In this example, I'll set the radius to 30 and the strength to 70. Since most cats have black upper eyelids, this can be added to create an even more dramatic look, without the need to use any eyeliner. Choose Black from the Materials palette, select the Paintbrush tool, and then set the hardness to 0 and drop the opacity to 15%. Next, paint over the areas at the top of the eye and the bottom of the eyelid a few times until you've achieved the desired effect. Thank you for watching this video on how to create human cat eyes in Corel PaintShop Pro.